Hi, I'm Anina, and welcome to a new segment on my channel called Note to Self, where I tell you about all the weird, absurd, funny, and frankly, bizarre things that have happened to me in my life. Note to self, you get what you pay for. So, a bit of background. I'm a self-employed actor, so money can be tight or non-existent. Anyway, one day, a few months ago, I was scrolling on everyone's favourite social media sites, scrolling away, having a gander, and in one of the groups I'm part of, someone was looking for models for their beautician exam. So when beauticians are getting their exams, they need bodies to showcase their talent on. So it's an opportunity to get a free facial, a free beauty treatment. Excellent. Saving the pennies and pampering yourself. What could be better? So I send a message. I have a phone call with this lovely sounding older woman. And we book a date, we book a time. And then 2 weeks later, I make my way to the other side of London and I go to this beauty school. So I go to reception and I sit down and I wait a bit and I wait. And about half an hour later, a lady comes up to me and says, "Oh, your beautician is running a bit late. So would you mind coming back in an hour? Is that a problem?" And I'm slightly annoyed because I travelled all the way from the other side of London. But I go, "No problem. I'll go grab some lunch. I'll come back. It's my day off. I only have a audition class much later that evening. Plenty of time to get to it." So I go and I have lunch, and an hour later I come back and I sit back down in reception and I wait and I wait and I wait a bit longer, and finally my beautician, the lady I spoke to on the phone, comes up to me and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you're next. I'm just finishing up the last treatment and I'll be with you." So finally, 3 hours after the time I was meant to be booked for, my facial starts. I'm obviously a bit annoyed at this point because I could have left the house 2-3 hours later. Anyway, I'm deciding to be calm about it. These things happen. I'm not late for anything yet. It's all good. So I go into this room with her, quite small room that's cordoned off into little cubicles with curtains. And we go into the middle cubicle and there's a massage table there and a little chair for her, a little side table with her products and bits and bobs. So I get undressed and I go under this towel and I'm ready for my facial to start. And it's lovely. I mean, oh, it's so relaxing. I love a facial. Who doesn't? And she's massaging my scalp as well, and it's just so euphoric until she bashes her elbow into my temple. Ow! Ow. She apologises, and I'm still smarting. It's fine, these things happen. So I go back and I relax, close my eyes again, relax. Until it happens again. By the third time, I'm wondering how many brain cells I'm gonna have left after this facial. And the facial continues, me a bit more bruised, but it continues, and I notice she's really generous with the amount of product she's using. Very generous. So generous that a third of it ends up in my eyes, and the rest of it, or most of it, in my mouth. Usually, when you're having a facial, they sort of avoid eyes and mouths for obvious reasons. Well, we continue. And we get through the facial, and actually my skin does feel nicer afterwards. I just wish I didn't have to taste the products as well. And next, it's waxing. We start with a lower leg wax. My legs are flat, on this massage table, and she bends one of my legs and she absolutely slathers on wax until my entire leg is waxed, and then she places my leg back on to the massage table. And if you've ever had a massage, you know that those massage tables are covered in this very thin white paper called couch roll. And my leg is covered in wax. I'm sort of gazing at horror at my waxy leg stuck to both the massage table and the paper. And she starts waxing my legs, and I kind of tell her, I think I'm a bit stuck. And she panics, and then I get more and more tense, because I don't know what you're supposed to do in this situation. And she kind of starts trying to rip this paper off of me, and then putting more wax on so she can actually wax my leg, and it's all going just ridiculously wrong. So once she gets to waxing my ankles, and if you've ever had a leg wax, you know that for some reason the ankle is the most painful spot on your leg to get waxed. While she's waxing my ankles, someone in the cubicle next door was doing a massage exam, and whoever was getting the massage by what I can only describe as a baby rhino. He was stomping around so much that the entire floor was shaking. My massage table was shaking. I was shaking, and she's trying to wax my legs, and I feel like I'm getting wax in a tiny hurricane. She keeps on waxing, and I just let it happen because I'm still stuck to the massage table and there's not much I can do. She perks up and says, "Oh, I'm finished." And I look at my legs and they're still covered in wax. I've got streaks of wax left from in between the bits where she waxed, and I sort of half-heartedly point at it and go, there's still wax on my legs. And I kid you not, she waxes a portion of my leg that big, and stops and goes, "There you go." Not to mention, my calf is still covered in tiny bits of paper stuck to my leg. It flows behind me like some sort of budget bridal train. And at that point I thought, thank God we didn't have time for the bikini wax I was meant to have as well. Because I don't think I could have survived having a bikini wax in an earthquake simulation. The pain. Anyway, she goes to leave the cubicle, and she leaves the curtain open. And if you remember from earlier, I was meant to have a bikini wax, so I'm only, on my bottom half, I'm only wearing a towel at this point. And I say, would you mind closing the curtain, please? I would quite like to not show the entire world my vagina. It wasn't on my to-do list today. I didn't say that out loud, obviously. And she goes, "Oh, sorry," and closes it. So I'm lying there, half stuck to the massage table, covered in paper. And I just get dressed. And my jeans stick to me. And I'm still hairy and covered in wax. I've got maybe 80% less hair on me, in a nice streak pattern down my legs. Covered in paper, and I'm meant to now go straight to my audition prep class on the other side of London, with my jeans sticking to my legs. Far more tense than when I started this peaceful spa-like treatment I thought I was going to have. So, in true British and Finnish fashion, I grew up in both countries, I didn't say anything. I say thank you. And I leave with no dignity left. Note to self. You get what you pay for. And I paid £0 for this experience. What have we learned? Always pay for your facials. And your waxing. Especially your waxing. Thank you so much for watching my new series, Note to Self. Do come back, because it's just me. I'm an idiot. I will be filming some more equally bizarre stories, so do check back soon. Ring the bell. Click the like button. You know the drill. Support the channel, please. I've made some other videos as well. I've made some comedy sketches. I've made a drama pilot. So please check those out soon. And I'll see you soon.